Stop swearing.
Yo, 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 welcome to Team RaddTitan, and we're going to be back here with the live chat. This is chat number 289, and we're going to be running for a couple of bits today. So what we've got is we've got a few
Good
bits.
thing you remembered, considering I asked you, you answered me 2 seconds ago and I told you.
I know, but my memory's not great. I'm getting old. So it's been a while since we've been sort of live. We've been busy. Alex is he's got things going on. He's just come back from some sort of Mickey Mouse convention in Kuwait. He'll turn up to opening of a fucking letter, that guy. I'm kidded up all over the place. So I got like 3 boys under 5 there, like literally taking all my fucking time. So still collecting, still doing our bits, still sharing everything. Instagram's going great. YouTube's going nice. Alex is now starting to do a bit of fucking work. So it's all going well. Hope everybody's well out there. We're going to be covering today some stuff from
That 37 seconds with swearing. There you go.
No, it's 56. Give me a bit of credit.
Okay.
So we're going to be covering a bit of Prime 1 stuff, some WonderFest stuff. We've got the recent releases from XM to go over. There's a lot of bits and pieces to talk about. Obviously, we'll be fielding your questions. So if you have any questions or you want to go over anything or you want an opinion on something or you want a bit of a chit chat, send us a super chat. That'll go down great and then help support the channel and all that jazz. Anyway, bro, how are you? What's been going on?
Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm closing Facebook so I'm not distracted now. So yeah, if anyone wants to message me, do it on WhatsApp if you got my WhatsApp. If not, you have to wait till next time. Yeah, no, good. I mean, what I've tried to do with this chat is we're only going to do like an hour or so. So, just trying to keep it so that we're not rushing around. We can enjoy what we're doing and not stress out about it. I know there's been a lot of stuff. I don't think we've been on here for like, is it like 6 months? It ain't that long, is it?
It could be. It really could be.
Because I was like thinking about it and I was trying to work out some stuff and I'm like, yeah, we didn't talk about that. We ain't talked about that. And I'm like, geez, has it really been that long?
It's been pretty long, man. It's been busy. Things have been cracking. Things have been going.
Yeah. So, well, the last one was the 4th of June.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like 4 months. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Got a lot of people in watching already. So a lot of people commenting even. So what I'll do is I'll flick up the comments as we're talking along. But it's good to see everyone back. Good to see the usual names up there. Hopefully we'll see some new names as well. If you're not subscribed, we'll try and do this at the beginning of the videos now because we always leave it till the end. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell so that you get notified when we do go live. Yeah, we are running late always. Also, yeah, so make sure you click on the thumb. Even if you click up or down, I think it helps either way. Aged 20 years since the last chat. Gio looks younger. Thanks, Evan. Yeah, it's been a rough life.
Get back on the coffee and start eating some fucking.
I'm back on the coffee now. Actually, I'm back on the coffee and what's up, fellas? Never thought of Gio as Brock Lesnar of collecting community, but it makes much sense now. Every time someone says to George, "Oh, you look a little bit like Brock Lesnar" or something like that, because he gets well excited. So I just want to add that in
compliment, to be honest. I had someone say it to me when I was training back once, and that was I think that was the highlight of my gym career, to be fair.
You told me, I think your wife's listening, but you told me that came above the birth of your twins.
No, you're a bad liar. but yeah, I mean, it was nice. Although I did get someone in gym say I looked like that guy from Power, yeah. Said look like him.
You don't look like him.
I said it to Jenny. I can see sort of something. I can see something there, but obviously it's better when I've had a nice fresh.
I want to watch it, actually. I've not seen it. I actually do want to watch it, but then now they've split off into like side stories. Yeah, they've gone like side stories with it now. Welcome back. Thank you. Good to see you both back. Brock Lesnar's my favorite wrestler of mine.
Yeah,
one of George's. He was actually. I know there was a few things that were set up for him, but he did all right in UFC though, didn't he? He didn't do terrible.
Yeah, man.
He beat some legitimate people. I mean, obviously, he beat Randy Couture, which you know. I actually
think that when you really break it down, I mean, he fought
Shane Carwin.
Yeah, Shane Carwin.
Shane Carwin was my biggest surprise, really.
But I mean, to be honest with you, he kind of got robbed for the belt as well. Because I mean, fucking Overeem was juiced out of his fucking tree,
Yeah,
well juiced. I mean, that's like that. Alistair Overeem's like absolutely ridiculous.
yeah.
Ridiculous that
Uberim.
was.
They call him Uberim.
It was like well, like too like crazy. So I
But
mean, I
also
think
it
that could have
was
been a bit of a different fight if he probably wasn't. I don't think it would have gone as bad as it did.
straight after surgery as well, and he kept kicking him in the stomach, didn't he?
Oh yeah, it's just cage fighting, man. It's
That's what you can do.
ain't
But, you
Tiddlywinks.
know, yeah. But then also there was a thing with Overeem's off steroids.
Yeah.
He's like, well, dropped down, like size dropped down big time.
Yeah, also his records massively suffers. There's another one like what's the other guy as well, the Brazilian that I like as well, Victor Belfort.
Oh yeah,
He's another guy.
You know.
Off roids, his win to loss ratio is much. I mean, on juice, he's like invincible. He's like fucking Terminator. That guy, nobody can stop him. And Alistair was another guy like that. So yeah, he did all right. But I mean, in wrestling, you know, he's also like an NCAA. Division 1 champion as well. I mean, he's done other than winning Olympic sort of like
Who are
medal.
you talking about now?
Lesnar.
Okay.
He's done pretty well, man.
There's a thing about Kurt. Well, we'll get off this in a minute. Get back onto collecting, but there's a thing about Kurt Angle as well, isn't there? Because he was Olympic gold with broken neck.
Yes, right. Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. Is my audio all right?
Yeah, it's fine. Sounds good to me. No problem so far.
Different mic, so that's good. All right. So what we do then is, I mean, we've got pictures of the stuff we've kind of got in. Is there anything like that you've seen out there that you are the biggest kind of surprised about? You know, the biggest thing you think like over this last 4 months of our little hiatus that you think, you know what, that's the piece that I think shines.
Oh, there's too many, man.
Name some, that's the point.
I have to be honest. I think there's been a lot of very nice pieces come out over the while. You know, I'm seeing some really good stuff coming from everywhere. Blitzway stuff, the stuff that they've sold at WonderFest as well is really impressive. Some of
I didn't put any of them in there actually, but there's some really good ones.
We'll cover them next week. It's just like we're getting back into the sort of game at the moment. It's just too much to cover. Just WonderFest. I mean, I'm like a lot of the WonderFest stuff I've been sharing on Instagram. Some of the anime stuff is unbelievable. Some of the stuff I'm seeing.
Was the Tom Hardy legend? Was that a statue or was that?
It's a statue. Yeah.
That looks really good.
Yeah, it does. Very good line. It's really great. It's very, very nice line.
Yeah.
I know the pose is spot on. It's literally spot on. So very.
You wanted Ronald, didn't you? You don't want Reggie.
Yeah, I like Ron.
Coming in, you fucking Fanny Craddock.
Love that guy.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's a good film. But no, there's a lot of good ones. There's like the obviously another Rocky that they're doing. They've also got the was it Scarface? Yeah, they've got a Scarface coming.
A little bit of
there's a few things.
A bit of thinning his hair's a little bit.
El Marino, Buenas noches, amigos from Spain. That's all I got. Andalusia.
God bless you, man. Thanks.
Nice place. Good to welcome to the party, my friend. There was so many pieces that popped up in WonderFest, which was just such a surprise. Unfortunately, I was over in well, not unfortunately, but I was busy. That's not really bad. I didn't mean it like that. But I mean, I was actually busy.
You were looking at all sorts of other shit stuff.
Good job I've already left. Otherwise, I'd be fired after that comment. But no, I was busy the whole time doing the convention, so I haven't actually been able to kind of sit down and go through everything that was a WonderFest.
I have been quite disappointed with the XM releases over the last 4 months.
Tom Hardy's from a London borough. Yeah, but he's from one of the fancy ones, isn't he?
Yeah,
like Chelsea or something.
Yeah, I think it's Chelsea. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
so nice.
I think that was a bit of a surprise. I've seen a lot of projects coming out of them that I've found were.
Well, we're gonna get onto those. That's something I have included in there. But yeah, I mean, I think which again is we're gonna go into more detail. The Carnage bust by Pop Culture Shock.
That's a big shock. That was a big surprise.
Because the convention pictures weren't great, and they were just drive-by pictures with people running past with their camera trying to be the first one to post it. even some of the videos weren't that great either, and I just think it looked like a mess to me. It didn't look great. And then when you see the decent video come out and you see the actual promo shots, it's really nice. And
I have to disagree with Alex. I'm completely there. I think, to be honest with you, from the minute I saw it, from even the shit pictures, I was like, this is an incredible piece of work. You know, for me, I think it's like a collage of ideas all threaded together and gelled together, and I think it's really, I think it's pretty groundbreaking, to be honest. I think the fact that they did a bust,
we'll go into more
they've got
detail.
a diorama, they've got bits going on, they've got nods to comics, nods to games, all very famous media for Maximum Carnage. I think PCS are the company at the moment I think are coming up. I think they're like basically tapping shoulders and saying, "Hey, fuck you! Don't forget about us. We're coming in and we meaning some business." Their turtle line's really strong. Some of their stuff is really good.
Really strong pieces. Really strong pieces.
They've surprised me over the last 4 months. I think XM have come down a couple of tiers. I think their stuff looks soulless, boring, poses poor.
Sideshow hasn't really. I flicked through Sideshow. I haven't really. Obviously, they put out that Poison Ivy, but I think that was actually before we went on our little hiatus. That looks really nice. But other than that, I haven't really seen a lot from Sideshow. But yeah, we'll get onto the stuff anyway. Let's kind of jump into what we kind of have had in, and we'll do this via the images. So
I've only got one piece in 4 months. That doesn't sound right.
No, I think you messed up your shizzle. I don't think.
Yeah, I've got his pictures on there. I've got Juggernaut's pictures. I've sent them, but I don't know if that's right. It doesn't seem right.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right. What I should actually do is, while I'm messing around, I should put this one over the top like that, and then mess around with stuff behind the scenes and go like ba 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 ba, and then go bang, and then go like that, and it should be back. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. So this is probably the most recent piece I've got in. This is from the Brawlers group. If anybody's in there, they probably know about this. This is, I'm not meant to really say the details. There's my son over there with, and that just gives you an idea of the scale of that. I mean, he's big as well. My boy is he's like one of the biggest in his class. So he's no joke. He's nearly be 5 this in the next few days, and he's quite a lump. So this is a really, really big. I mean, this is so big. This figure, I couldn't actually take my.
You can do your little one arm shot, showing off your forearm tattoo.
Holding it, it was just too heavy. I mean, it was like crazy. So yeah, this is like the Juggernaut. So this is a very low edition size. You can see that. I don't know what that says on. That's 20 in it.
19 of 20.
Yeah. So this is I got the masked version, which obviously comes with a so base is simple, sort of like broken. I don't know what you call it in the US, asphalt or what you'd call it, but it's got a lovely bluish tinge.
Oh, there's your little forearm underneath it there. Okay.
Yeah, there's a little forearm's bigger than your whole fucking waist, you skinny rake. So then, and then you've got the unmasked portrait there. He's got like some scarred up sort of Wolverine fight situation going on. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. And then you've got the.
What is this based on a comic, or do you know? Or
no, I mean it's not based on. I think this. This sort of design and look is some sort of reference art. The reason why I sort of was interested in it was I felt that it was a combination of the Deadpool 2 look, but in the colours of Juggernaut. The one part that was missing with Deadpool 2 was he wasn't in the colours. He was wearing a jumpsuit and all of that, and his mask was like a metallic sort of like silver, where this is like the design's very similar, like in terms of his build. I mean, this piece is so big. I don't think anybody.
Massive.
You've got no idea about how big this piece is. Trust me. I had people commenting on Instagram saying like things like, "Oh, like I don't like a skinny like Juggernaut man," but I'm telling you, you have no idea what you're talking about. His thighs, just one of his thighs, is as big as Cyclops all around the body. It's massive. That thigh there, that's as big as Cyclops' chest, XM Cyclops chest, all the way around. I think it's bigger by quite a considerable way. So
A
he's
Weapon X?
crushing. Yeah, he's crushing the Weapon X helmet there. He's got the wires hanging down the front. It's got like some coloured wires hanging around the back as well, which looks really cool. Some
That's his
close-up
right
pictures over there. Yeah, to get the abdomen sort of where the smooth meets the textured top there, and you can see like the veinage on that, and the textures on the skin are fucking awesome. Really, really
Wasn't
cool.
there a version A with a more classic look with the helmet more the way it should be?
No,
or no?
no. The version A is unmasked. Doesn't come with a helmet at all. But you get two different unmasked portraits. So you get the one with a beard, and you get one with like that, and the beard up one's not scarred, and this one's like that. So that's what it looks like with the mask on. So it's the mask is more of the style of the Juggernaut from Deadpool 2.
Yeah,
So like what a real helmet would probably be like, because
that's the thing is when you actually do you know like that book you got, I don't think you've even opened it yet, but they have that thing where the Marvel Anatomy, and they have the Venom. So what they do is they show you how Eddie Brock's face would be inside the Venom symbiote, blah, 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 blah. I saw something similar, which was like a fan thing, and they show you that, you know, his mask, his head couldn't actually be in there by the shape of it. It just doesn't, it's not like doable in the slightest.
No, but I mean, it was that particular look that made me want to get the piece, because it's got a little bit of realism to it. I kind of like the fact that, I mean, like that's just like fucking crazy. That, you know, I like the museum pose on it. He's like crushing that Weapon X thing. His arms is just like dense, man. It's proper.
Didn't they tell you it was going to fit in a detail?
He told me, this is why I can never talk to the guy about measurements at all. He told me the base across the bottom was 14 across, and I was like, wow, that'll go in. Like, that can't be right. And I looked at it and I was like, the base was a little wider than where his elbow sort of come out. So I was like, cool. Nah, it's 18.5 across. Not even remotely close.
Yeah, Jesus, size of his arm. Wow.
Yeah, it's really, really big, man. I mean, you've seen the king shark in person.
Yeah.
You get over the size of it. And
I've got the last picture is the comparison, and it's when you put them next to each other, it's ridiculous the size.
I just kind of like this sort of less blocky. I mean, he's blocky, but it's got an aesthetically pleasing length to his limbs. It's just the build of him is really, really good. Like, and I like them. You can display the mask on the sort of base if you want to.
Yeah.
I think actually the other portrait, the other one.
Sorry, is it actually like a switch out head, or is it the mask goes over his head?
The mask goes over the top of the portrait. So the other version, he's
Yeah, someone's not happy.
It's your voice putting your
It's always my fault.
into a terror zone. So yeah, I mean
normally my monotone voice puts people to sleep. So
the version, I think version A, he's holding the Juggernaut mask, so it's a little bit more contemplation, like dark contemplation style, you know.
Yeah.
So he's like looking at his own mask, and because he's not scarred up.
Jeez.
Yeah, you can see what I'm saying there. So I mean, a lot of people, when they see that Wolverine, it's not like the Wolverine's just a shade under 16 inches figure wise. It's just 16 inches.
I mean, he is a few inches lower.
Yeah, I mean,
he would literally be the right size to suck his cock, I think.
Yeah, I think so. If you put like toe to toe, I think he would be around penis to face ratio. But I mean, everyone says that Wolverine's like really big and bulky and thick, and look how thick it is, well, like wide as well, over muscular.
Wolverine.
And then you like put it next to that Juggernaut, and his whole arm is bigger than his body, so that's just more funny. But yeah, that gives you an idea of just the size of him.
Oh man, there you go.
As it with King Shark. King Shark is the one that come before the Juggernaut.
Yeah, and King Shark's massive.
Same studio as well, so it's the same people that make them both. Two different sculptors, obviously.
Darren Crofer in the house. How you doing, buddy?
Yo, man.
Good to see you. Yeah.
And you see puny little Iron Man.
Yeah. It's funny. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Okay, you again. God.
Yeah, I got this piece in actually. I had quite a bad experience. I got one, right? I managed to do a trade for one. And when I got it in, I started talking to some people because I wasn't I wasn't too sure about what it is that I received. So I found out that it was a recast.
Huh.
I found out that it was a recast.
Well, this is a recast.
What's that?
This is a recast.
No, not this one.
Oh.
Let me tell you the story. So I got one and into a trade, right? And I got it out, and like it didn't have any base like thing on it, and like I was like, what's going on? So I wanted to like, I was asking people like, does it come with a base thing? I'm seeing pictures. It comes with a base thing and like a sticker and all this other stuff. And they're like, yeah, it all does. So I'm like, right, okay. So I was quite lucky because I basically I got that. I found out that was early, and basically that was the case, and I managed to sort of get rid of it. I was like, right, I need to get rid of this. I was very transparent. I said, look, this is what it is. I bought it. I've got it in a trade. I've been stitched a bit here. Does anybody want this? Like, I managed to get somebody who said, yeah, I want it. I was like, okay, can have it. They bought off me, took a loss. Managed to, one of the person I got it off didn't know that it was a recast. So
Yeah.
he said to me, like, check this other guy. He might have one. Obviously, I had to pay a lot more money to get hold of it. So I managed to get, because after I'd seen it, I was a bit like, it looks pretty cool, but I can't have this being in this sort of shape. I need to get rid of this.
Yeah.
So he pointed me in a direction like, oh, if you can't, I'm sorry that this happened, check this guy. And I managed to contact the person, and I got it. I got one, a proper one, thankfully, sent out, and I got it sent to Ian, and he's doing all kinds of magic with it at the moment, painting up, because obviously when you get it, they're unpainted kits, and they're quite rare and hard to find because it's sculpted by Eric Sosa. So I got quite lucky after being very unlucky. So it was a little bit like, I got into a deal of a trade, and then when I got it in, something just wasn't right. There was no detail on the base. There was like nothing. The sculpt looked good. Everything looked good. It was painted, so it didn't come unpainted. And I was a bit like, I'm sure they come unpainted. So I started asking questions, asking people pictures of the base. I want to see the base and all this. And the person I got it from was like, no, that's how it comes. And I've luckily I spoke to the right people, and then a guy. The actual commissioner sent me a picture of what the base looked like. Said this is what it should look like, and I was like, "No, that's not what."
I think we lost him there. I don't know if that was me or him.
Me or you? Lost me.
I think we lost you. I don't know if that was me or you there.
No, it ran smooth on my end anyway. So that's pretty much what happened. I managed to stumble across the commissioner and got in contact with them. They sent me a picture of what the base should look like. So then I knew straight away that something was wrong. So I managed to get rid of it. And managed to get a proper one, thankfully. Got very lucky. But it did cost a lot of money. It was like, for an unpainted kit, it was like nearly $2,000.
Fuck that. I wouldn't pay that. Jesus.
Well, the trade that I did was for another piece. So that wasn't too bad. And then I managed to set the person, I said straight away, it's a recasted piece. I was like, so if you want it, you can have it. But I wanted like 600 quid. So they give me 600 for it, and so I put that towards it. So thankfully, it didn't cost me that.
Did you get rid of your sideshow cable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is what happened. So it was a little bit unfortunate. Like, it was a bit of a thing. I didn't realize until I sort of started. It was one of them experience. Them moments where you open a box and you're like, I've fucked up. Something's gone wrong because this don't look right. I mean, there wasn't nothing wrong with the sculpt. The sculpt looked okay. And the paint job was a bit like mediocre and stuff, but there was nothing really that stood out to me as wrong, apart from the fact
that happened with me at one point with I can't remember. Was it Alpha 3? I think it might have been Alpha 3.
Did a Black Panther thing.
Yeah, was that Alpha 3?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Oh, God, that's so long ago now. I managed to sort of say that I really liked. I think it was one of their first projects.
Yeah.
And I said, like, I really like the Black Panther, blah, 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 blah. And then someone got in touch with me. They said, oh, I've got one. I'll send you it. And, give me this and that. And I was like, yeah. Did the deal. Turns up and I'm like, hold on, this don't look right. Contacted, if it was Alpha 3, I contacted Mark. And basically he's like, no, that ain't real. Nah. And basically we ended up just naming and shaming the guy, which was a shame because we met him, and it was that fat monster guy from Prague, wasn't it?
Yes.
It's such a shame, especially.
The thing is that they're getting so good now. It's very hard to tell. It's like very minor details. Because like somebody could have just said,
Nah, the one I had was well shit. Like you could tell it was a recast. It was bad.
okay,
It was bad.
the,
I think
the thing is,
sorry.
I haven't seen this compared to the other one. So the recasted one that I got in and managed to get rid of, this one came direct from the person I bought it from in China straight to Ian. So I haven't seen it. But he showed me pictures of it like hidden doing the work, so it's not the same. So that's the good thing.
Controversial topic or discussion. If you then were to have both of them next to each other, would you know the difference?
Sculpt wise,
just if you had them both together, they were next to each other.
The problem
someone goes, "I got two of these." Blah,
the problem that I've got right is that the one that was recasted was already painted when I got it. The one that I got sent over from China was not. So it's just like it's an unpainted kit. So they came. So in that way, it's really hard to tell because the sculpt has been painted over. So it's hard for me to answer that question with any degree of honesty, because when Ian showed me like progress pictures of the thing, it shows, it's not painted. So it's a harder one to be able to really say.
Yeah, because all down, you don't know what's underneath the paint, and also that paint job can kind of save it or disguise it or It
was a bad paint job, to be honest. It wasn't a good paint job. But with this, I saw John Alred. He actually helped me as well. I asked questions for him. He's great and stuff. He helped me, John Alred. So mad shout out to him. And I don't know really fuck up his name. Gianni someone. He was the guy who basically
Gianni Massa or something.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I asked him questions, and he was actually being really like fucking cool with me, and was like, because it's really hard because you don't want to go in and be like, I've got this, and it doesn't seem right. So it's like I'm asking all these questions, like, how does it come? How does it arrive? How does it deliver? So that because at the time when I got it, I didn't know. I didn't know it was recasted at all, and the guy that I got it from didn't know. So it was like one of these things where we were just both scratching our heads going, what is this legitimate or not? And I'm talking to all these people. So thankfully the community came through and gave me all the right answers, managed to get rid of it and get a proper one in.
I think the problem now,
a lot more expensive, unfortunately.
Problem now is like, a lot of the factories. So for example, rumor, like this is a quote, this isn't me saying it, but one of the factories who did like Last Level and stuff like that, they do a lot of other like custom pieces.
Yeah.
And rumor has it that they just make a bigger run and sell them on.
Yeah.
So it gets to a point of, this is not even a recast anymore. It's the same run of an unlicensed piece.
It's
so
unnumbered.
It's like what's the word? Semantics, isn't it? It's like
sample.
It just gets.
It's a sample.
Well, yeah. I mean, it gets to a point of like, okay,
yeah. It's the same. I mean, I've got to be honest. A part of me actually now regrets sending it straight on to Ian rather than actually getting it in hand myself and taking a look at it, looking it over. But
everyone wants to know
the cost of shipping this because it's a really big box, like really heavy.
Does this mean you're keeping your old Red Hulk?
Once this is painted and it's finished, I'm going to get them both in. I'm going to have a look. I'm going to make a decision. I'm not keeping both of them. One of them has to be sold, so one of them will go.
Whoa! That's a special piece in the Red Hulk behind you, mate.
I can't keep them both, man. This is well big as well. Like, it's not even a joke. Like this, the base across there is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Like, I don't know how big it is, but like across, I think it's like 36 inches or something stupid. The base.
What?
It's something
36 inches wide.
Ridiculous. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. It's a massive piece.
It's bigger than my fucking coffee table. Jesus.
I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. I got it.
Darren Crowfoot sent his first repaint to Ian. He's loved everything he's done for you.
Yeah, thank you. The thing is with Ian, man, is Ian is a very, very talented guy, but you need to know what you like. You need to be concise. You need to give him some good reference art. You need to make sure that you know exactly what you want, what you're asking him for, because that's where you get the best out of him. If you're going to go in there slap happy with your requests and what you want done, and it's all very vague and not very detailed, and you've got no references that you're going off and no art to send him so he knows where he's working off, then you don't get with him. He is much better.
Is this hold on? Is this a dig on me?
No. Well,
that felt like a dig at me. That really did.
I think I think you've done a couple of things that have come out very well with Ian. But like, I've seen, you know what I mean. I've seen stuff, and I just know that no one's giving him any sort of direction at all. You tell him what you want, you're precise with it.
What I can my experience with Ian is that he's come a long way. He's always been a good painter, but his stuff that I got done more recently. So the Crow was my last piece, and then he made me a custom head for the Iron Studios Joker, and also a custom knife that he could hold, and the knife sheath was empty. He did all that for me, and the quality of that was pretty well done. Very well done. Some of the older pieces I had done by him, you can see the progression for sure.
Yeah, I mean, guys, I just like the fact that me and him can talk and we get on very well. I mean, he sculpted this on the base as well. Yeah. So the base is just a plain black base, and he's like sculpted. I wanted.
Hopefully, again, my Maestro B by December. Make sure you got a lot of space. That piece is massive,
it's build an extension.
Maestro B is the one with all of the stuff with it. So. You need a lot of space, my friend. A lot of space, but it's worth it. It is worth it. Let's move on. So next one is now his legs. Some legs. There you go. I got in this Guyver unit. I've been after this one for quite a while. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of damage on there, but it's all been sorted out. I do need to potentially send this to Ian. It's kind of worked in my favor because I'm going to send it to Ian to be repaired, but I also have some Guyver kits that I needed. I was hoping that Richard Hart, I think it is, he's got a broken Guyver piece, and I was going to wait until he sends that to Ian for me to then send these other pieces so that I can get color matches. But now, because this piece is damaged, I'm probably going to send this, the two kits for the spaceships, and also my Vile Guyver by Narin, and get them all done so the color matches, and that's the plan. Nice. I was also very close to buying the Zoinoid Guyver. I got a great deal on it, a really, really, really great deal. But I just need to be a bit more sensible and a bit more like, you know what, you have enough Guyver pieces to fill up a module case kind of display 150 by whatever. Once you get this other piece, you're going to need more space, and then you're going to then have to go out and buy the Liska bust. So, no, just be strong. Just be strong, my friend.
Is that Liska bust the one with the big bone on his head?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
I do like it as well, but it's rare and it'll be very expensive. That one will cost me $2,000 if I get that one. Minimum. You've been looking for this Guyver unit for 2. Yeah, what actually happened was Brendan Reeves was contacting me, and he was trying to sell it to me for a little while, and we did a deal, and then it was just the shipping was too much. Unfortunately, at the time, he came to UK because he's originally from UK. If I knew that, I would have bought it from him, told him to hold on to it, and tell him to bring it with him when he comes and ship it to me from UK. That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
But
hindsight 2020, though, isn't it? Bro?
Yeah, in the process, I then recommended him to one of our mods, Sean, and then Sean picked it up. Sean then was selling it on. He's got because he's moving between jobs, so he needed to get a little bit of pocket money. So I then bought it off of Sean. So it's actually the same one that Brendan Reeves already had. So yeah.
Okay.
But it's quite cool. It lights up, but it is actually small. It's only like that big. It's like that big.
Oh, okay.
But I overpaid for it. I did overpay for it because what happened as well was
got done by taxes.
I got done by taxes and shipping.
That kills it.
So in a way, the damage kind of done me a favor because I got the insurance back on it. So that kind of worked out. But I do need to still get some bits repaired on the stand.
The damage in the center? Or is that just a reflection?
No, that's the reflection of my T-shirt. I think I'm wearing the same T-shirt actually. Yeah.
Fucking tramp.
Also, I got this in, which was something I picked up a long time ago off of Paul Coogan. I probably picked this up about a year ago, maybe more, but
Good picture,
just
that.
haven't seen him in a while. So, just been holding on to it. I knew he weren't going anywhere because basically I had some of his comics, which probably worth 5 times more than this statue anyway. But yeah, so he basically said to me, "Do you want this?" I said, "Yep." Got it for a fucking steal, like ridiculous steal. Cost me probably. Actually, I probably shouldn't go into it, but yeah, it was well cheap. Like 300 quid. But yeah, and it's the exclusive as well. So I got this out, and it's really nice. It's really nice in person. The base on it
How's
is
that portrait in person? Because
it's
Sideshow
nice.
can't do black people, bro.
No, it's nice. It's nice.
I need to see that.
It's nice. They've done a really good job on it. Really good job on it. So again, it's hard to photograph because
They ain't
this
getting the
thing's not,
sexual chocolate right, bro. They can't get it right.
Yeah,
I got one.
I actually made a few comments about black skin being hard to paint, which I still stand by. But Captain Fishfinger told me that it's easier to paint.
Who's Captain Fishfinger?
You know who Fishfinger is.
Oh,
Yeah, he told me that it's easier to paint black than white.
yeah, but he's a white guy.
No, but he made
He's just being racist. He's like, yeah, it's easy.
No, for university, he made a fucking ridiculous silicone. It might have actually been foam latex. He made a foam latex mask of a black man mask, and he put it over his Thai friend, and then basically put it on him, painted his eyes and stuff to make it look like it was all blended in, and he got him to walk around with the mask on, and no one noticed. It looked ridiculous. It was. I mean, I need to get pictures and show you, but it looks crazy. And this is 20 years ago that he made it, and it was so good.
He does do special effects for film.
He doesn't do makeup and he doesn't do that kind of thing. He does costume.
Yeah, but he probably could.
I think he could. I definitely think he could.
I think
he doesn't like it though because the molding.
He's got shit tasting jumpers.
And then, well, actually, yeah. He buys the funny thing is like the stuff he buys is quite expensive. He went on a date, right? And he had these like brand new Oastics shoes. Is that what we call it? Oastics?
Asics.
So it's called Asics. Okay. He had those. They cost him £130, right? Like proper running shoes because he has
Asics,
he has like flat fucking what's it called? Feet. You know, like a flat sole or whatever. And because of that, he bought these shoes, and he's like, they're like super comfortable. And he's like, "Oh, they're amazing! They're the best thing ever." Da, da, da. He went on a date, right? And his woman was drunk, and she was being a dickhead. And she's basically like, "So you turn up on the date with your cheap fucking trainers on?" And she's like, he's like looking at her, going, "Yeah, you got like 30 quid trainers on. You're like bitching about my trainers, £100 one yours probably." You know, he didn't say. He was just like, "Yeah, or whatever." Because the funny thing about him is he's so like he plays things so down that he buys like Air Force Ones and stuff like that for like really expensive, but then he'll weather them to make them look worn. He doesn't want them to look. He doesn't want them to look brand new. He wants them to look weathered.
Why?
I don't know. That's it. He just plays things down. He says, "Yeah." Oh, did I tell you this? I don't think I told you. Did I tell you I was in a music video?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I did tell you. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we that video's come out now, and
you dancing?
I'm in it for like a split second, like literally like
are you dancing?
Frame. No, it's like what it is they're in this like the story is they're in a club, and then this thing comes in and everyone gets turned into like zombies, and then they storm the stage. And that's kind of the gist of it.
Which one are you?
Well, I'm there and I got like eye makeup on, and then the main character, the woman, she's like walking through, and I'm in shot when she's there, and then it was literally for like 2 frames or something.
I'll have to look at.
But it's actually really funny because they're a really cool band. They're called Gunship, and they have a song called Dark All Day, which is really cool. And Cole, who's on our channel, he recommended them to me. and he actually had them as his wedding video for their song called Tech Noir. So when I met them, I was talking to the band, and the drummer gave me like a drumstick. He goes, "Oh, take a drumstick. Here you go. Thanks." And then they gave them to like me and someone else, obviously, like two people. So I shipped Cole the drumstick and said, because it's your like wedding band, take it, man. And gave him the pin badge and
Nice,
whatever.
man.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny though, yeah. So I can't remember the new song. It's called something like. It's not something for the weekend. That's what they told us it was called. I can't remember what the fuck it's called now. Anyway, this is the statue. I'll try to remember in a minute. Something for the weekend. No, fuck, it's gone. Anyway, I'm in the video. I also got the relic of relic of the Jupiter tomb. So we both got one of these, which you haven't seen yet.
Nah.
And you got one here, which you need to pick up. So this is the base on there of all the eyes, and this is House of Gog, and this is artwork of Skinner. So it's that kind of psychedelic look of it. And this is my kind of favorite pose, which is the more kind of basic pose, or not. But this one reminds me of like They Live. I don't know if you know that, but it's
I know that's Rowdy Roddy Piper. I know.
Yeah. And then this is like the mask, and then this is when you flip the mask around. So he's got like 3 different poses, and then this is the one where it just I don't know. They Live comes to mind, but yeah, very cool little piece, and it's like more of a desk kind of piece that they have. I did speak to them, and they have, I think there were 50 of them left out of the lot. But yeah, very nice piece, very cool, and totally appreciate them sending it across. We will get a review done of this once George and I meet up. We haven't seen each other for about 2 months now, but yeah, we'll get a video of this out. Be a good little warm-up video.
Yeah.
We also got this one as well. I need to open up this other document thing because I need to remember. So this is actually a really interesting project. We mentioned this before on the chat, and what happened was Todd from Spec Fiction, he reached out to us and just to clarify some details, because what actually happened with this was there was a guy called Dave Cassie who was very vocal, very popular, and a really nice guy. I actually think we had him on our live chat at one point, but I can't remember.
I think we did as well.
But it's super nice guy, like really friendly. And he actually started to make statues. He got some licenses. So he got a license for Cuphead, and also got started making pieces. So he worked with this one with Franco Calissimo, Guyver, the Angel of Darkness? No.
Death.
Angel of Death. And basically, so he made that. Also, he made a Dracula, which was really nice. And I introduced him to Sideshow, and he was going to distribute Dracula through Sideshow. All his business, all going really well. Met him in New York Comic Con with Brendan Guerrero, and again, had drinks with him. Awesome guy, talking about how he was training to be a lawyer, all going well. And all of a sudden, gone.
It's fucking mental, isn't it? How many people have done that?
Yeah. So we were talking about this on the show and kind of, talking about the story. Todd reaches out and he says, "Oh, hey guys, I just want to let you know some things." At the time, he didn't really want to share it because he was just trying to work out some details. So this is his. I don't want to read out the whole statement, but after waiting for 2 years for Legion Studios to produce the Vera statue because he had it on pre-order, things started to become strange, and Legion Studios become unresponsive. Determined to uncover the truth, I took it upon myself to investigate. To my surprise, I discovered that the project was not even entered production, despite Legion Studios' claims that the prototype was printed and being painted. Digging deeper, I found that Legion Studios had never paid for the print and that it hadn't even started the painting process of the prototype or the print. It was heartbreaking realization that Legion Studios had run away with people's money, betraying the trust of the collectors and enthusiasts who were eagerly awaiting on this beautiful statue in their collection. A true tragedy lay in the fact that the exquisite statue, which had the potential of bringing joy and beauty in so many ways, was never going to see the light of day. It was profound disappointment that collectors would be deprived of the opportunity to own and appreciate the craftsmanship of the various statue. Motivated by the sadness surrounding the situation, I decided to take matters into my own hands with the blessing of the original sculptor, Franco Calissimo, and purchased the print from Ownage. I founded Reventure Studios, a new company that would not only rectify the injustice done by Legion Studios, but ensure that the Vera statue would become a reality, bringing solace to those who had longed
Good name.
for the presence of the collection. So he actually went out of his way, kind of funded it. I don't know actually because it didn't sort of say, but I'm assuming that he honoured all of the pre-orders that were made. I'm assuming that was done because that's the kind of guy he is anyway. So yeah, this piece come in again is another piece that George and I need to go over, need to review. Switch out 2 heads, 2 arms.
Like
Very
me
nice
some
piece.
redhead, bro.
Yeah. I think the redhead's nicer. But I do like the white one. I prefer the grey. Reminds me of me. But yeah, there you go. Very cool piece. And we do need, that's another review we need to put out. Then we're on to now the actual statues. Good to see you all. Conor Man, good to see the film debut. Great to see you both, mine. Spice. How you doing?
Thanks,
Long
bro.
time no see. Nice piece. Cinematic statues. Sub brothers. How you doing, Adam? Good to see
Hey,
you, my
man.
man. Right in time for Joel and Ellie. So this one I wanted to put in here just because I think that arguably Last of Us is probably one of the best games ever made. It's way up there, top 3 for sure. And I just think that this statue is really, really nice, really, really well done. So a lot of people I think will pick this up. I didn't play this game until like 2018 or 19, and considering it was a remastered PlayStation 3 game, I played it on PlayStation 4, and it was ported over, and it was fucking flawless. Like literally, you wouldn't have known it was made for the previous generation. It was so well done.
Awesome.
Amazing acting, amazing gameplay.
Scripted,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Good storyline.
great script, great storyline. Yeah. So with this, you have 3
You're well
versions
gay
of
for
this.
this, though, when you like zombies and shit.
I've always been. That was because my dad scarred me for life and made me watch Dawn of the Dead when I was about 6 years old. So now I love zombie films. So this has 3 versions of this. So it has the Deluxe bonus version, which has the hatchet, which is $2,175. There's a sideshow prices. Deluxe, which is $205, and normal, which is $1,705. So this is
if it ain't the accent.
well, you actually get quite a lot. So you get the axe.
Yeah.
There's the axe again, with the hatchet again. And then you get the knife or the shiv, they call it in the game. Then you get the pipe. You get the machete. And the pipe again. The baseball bat. The one thing I'm not 100% sold on is I think this statue is beautiful, and I think it's really, really well done. But I'm not 100%. I need to see it in person, but I'm not sold on the hair on the clicker because it's actual hair, and it looks a bit weird, like fuzzy in pictures. You get 3 heads for each character. You also get 2 busts for each character. You get loads. There's so many swap out parts, like
That's
ridiculous amount of swap out parts. On the base, you also have the brick because, like in the game, you pick up bricks. You can smash people in the face with it. You can also throw it as a distraction. So it's just nice little Easter egg there. You get the Firefly, Nicholas. Yeah, there's just so many parts. But again, for a quarter scale statue, $2,175 before shipping, taxes. It's a lot of money.
Fucking hell.
It's a lot of money. But it is 3 characters, though. I don't know.
Very subtle changes to the face sculpts, isn't it?
That's Prime 1, though, isn't it? That's Prime 1 every time. There's never, like, dramatic changes. I mean, yeah. These 2 are too similar. Them 2 are well similar. At least this one, he's got his mouth open, mouth closed, But these 2 well similar. Just her eyebrows in different
bit
places.
too close.
Yeah, but with this one, you got the fuzzy hair on the
Both
on
of
the
them are a
clicker.
bit too close.
This is
I mean,
kind of what I'm not kind of 100% sold on is the hair. So you got the clicker even has a switch ahead. So open, closed.
okay.
So there, wow, so that's a lot of switch outs. 73 centimeters, 64 deep, 56 wide. So it's a good size piece. Good size piece.
Yeah.
If you are a fan of the game, this is got to be the definitive piece for you to own. Then you got the Pop Culture Shock Carnage. This is the platinum version. This comes with the extra tongue. There is something that like Pop Culture Shock are doing at the moment. So they're doing these versions where you can get like the high end version. So like the platinum version or the silver version comes from them, and then the kind of exclusive version and the deluxe version come from, or the regular version come from Sideshow.
Classic.
I don't know how I feel about that. Having so many versions of the same statue, especially when it's not that different.
It's PCS, mate. PCS do that. That's their thing. It always has been.
Well, I do think
to do a variation, like 3 or 4 different variations of a statue. They do.
Yeah,
just
but
kept that going.
with this, I mean, like, okay, this one's the tongue and no tongue, but with the Leatherface, it's kind of less changes.
Oh, really?
So, I couldn't really work out what the changes were, to be honest. But so yeah, so you have the
that Leatherface looks badass and all, to be honest.
Yeah, it looks really nice. I'm glad I'm not a fan of the character in general. I watched the film. I've seen I enjoyed the film. Huh? Yeah, it's based on it. Yeah. Well, it's based, yeah. But it's just the character's just, it's just like this big guy who's just a bit slow, a bit simple. And
you can say retarded, it's fine.
Oh, no, I'm not going to say that word. I don't want to get cancelled.
That's who.
Oh, Ross from Sydney. Sorry, we got Ross from Sydney here. Here we go. Ross from Sydney. Hey, guys. There we go. Ross from Sydney. Here you go. Good to see you both back. Hope you're doing well. Great to see you, Ross. It's been a while. Been way too long. I haven't played that yet, but I've got some time off work. I'm going to take that, play it. Last of Us 2 is really good. Yeah, definitely good play that.
It's Ragnarok for the time.
Leisure Suit Larry. Yeah, that's an old game. It's good. Buster's too busy with me. Too many different ideas cramped together. I think actually they put it off quite well, though, Cole. I do think they do put it off quite well.
It all depends on your taste, isn't it? It's never gonna. This is not a piece that's gonna, I think, please every single person. And when you look at it from this particular angle, you're seeing a bit of a lot of things, but not sort of everything. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You're not getting the best sort of angle of it, I don't think.
Can you hear me okay? Or
I can hear you fine, Mike.
No, it's just kind of a bit glitchy. So let me just put this back on there. No, I just want to be like stuttery. I do think, though, that one of the things I wanted to actually bring up, and I don't know whether we're going to get to it now. I don't know how much time you have. One of the things I wanted to point out is with the new sort of XM Carnage, Spider-Man, and I do think that if that came out like 2 years ago, it may have actually scored a bit higher. But I think now, because it came out so soon after the PCS one, I think it's just like people are looking at that and going, yeah, there's no contest there really in the sculpt, no contest in the piece, and it's just like this looks so much better than that,
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's bad timing. Very, very bad timing.
So the one side is based on the Maximum Carnage game, which is this kind of side here.
It's like Dark Side Collectibles doing that update for that Arnold Schwarzenegger when all the WonderFest Arnold Schwarzenegger stuff is coming out. That's bad timing.
Well, also I was looking into
too fucking long. Too long. Now they're going to have real problems. It's going to be problematic massively now.
Well, considering the price of their statue, is like not really kind of, when you then compare it to the actual bust. Obviously, the bust is nearly $5,000, but you then look into it, and you're like, is that that price? Does it balance out? I don't think it
Sure.
does. So Maximum Carnage game. Then you got first you got the bust on one side. Also, you got the Maximum Carnage number 11. It's kind of based on that as well. That's where the puppeteer kind of side comes. So this is 25 by 17.5 by 17.5. There's also some elements of the number 4 cover in there. It's all merged together. And I do think it's a really cool piece. I would love to have seen this in person. I'd love to kind of like look through it, go over it. So many characters in there. You got Demogoblin, Doppelganger, Venom.
Very clever.
You got like Cloak at the back.
This was the star. This piece was the star of that convention for me.
Oh yeah, I stole the show for sure.
I think this
and
is
also a big thank you to
work this.
Huge thank you to Ant as well for sending across a video for us. There you go.
Yeah, you got Venom hanging there from his fingers, Spider-Man, Hobgoblin, Doppelganger. Is that Cloak?
Demo. That's not Hobgoblin. That's Demogoblin.
Demogoblin. That's it. Who's that?
That's Cloak.
Yeah, Cloak. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool, man.
And then that's the game. This is also kind of from the game as well.
Yeah,
Black Cat, Shriek.
Just really, really cool.
Yeah, man. Loads of things. And I think these work out about 1/10 all of these characters. This is selling at the moment for $1,350 if you go onto the website, or $1,500 otherwise. Dollars.
Breathtaking. Very
edition size is 300, and then the other version without the tongue is to be decided. Then you've also got the Leatherface. This is the silver edition, and it's very cool. It looks great.
I think it's very nice.
There's a core scale. You got
right up their street. Their horror line's perfect. Definitely the best Leatherface out been made by a million miles.
And you got the kind of like skin there from like the lampshades and things, where it's all stitched together. Yeah, really nice.
Got a hand come out of the floorboard, isn't it?
Yeah. That's really cool. Really, really cool. Again, I'm glad I'm not really a fan of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, to be honest with you.
I still think you get this.
Luke, he does it more in some of the newer stuff. He does the big tongue stuff. I'm not a fan of the big tongue stuff though for Carnage. This then is the Terry life-size bust. Again, there was a life-size bust that Sideshow did a long time ago. It sells for big money, so it's probably a good opportunity for them to kind of get into that market.
Revisit
that, because it does sell for a lot. But this piece if this is a life-size version of her.
Somebody take this picture from across the fucking street, or what?
Yeah, unfortunately, I was in a rush.
Is there a restraining order on this fucking photographer? What the fuck happened?
Yeah.
How far away do you want to be?
Also, House of God got a little viewing there, the Oracle. So both scales of that. So it's good to see. Good to see them in Shanghai.
That looks fucking cool.
It's very nice, very Guyver-esque.
Yeah, definitely. It's a bit more that sort of stuff I like, and more like Derek Planet stuff.
Yeah, the Pascal Blanchet.
It's more my cup of tea. That
Rojvik Rocks. Yeah, we saw that one a while back. The Chung Li bust. I think it needs a bit of work from the ones we've seen, but it's hard to tell with the pictures. How you doing, Knight? Good to see you. Gabriel Gutierrez, good to see you in the house, my friend.
Yo, brother.
This then is the life-size Bale and the life-size Bale bust. These, I mean, the quality of these. Look at that. That looks like a scene from a film.
It could be.
And literally, if someone said to you, "Oh yeah, look, this is the thing, and that's what it's based on. That's the part in the movie it's based on, and that's actually the bust," you'd be like,
"I'll buy that.
Yeah, okay.
I'll buy that for $1. Yeah. I'd be in."
If someone told me that, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah." It's ridiculous, man. Jeez, I've said this 100 times, and I'll probably say 100 more, but I just find these busts creepy as fuck. I could not get away with having like this realistic bust in my collection.
Because you masturbate too much. You masturbate too much.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. and look in his face and tell me that you could
How you
get
doing,
away with
Dark
it.
Cross?
Because he doesn't look happy. He doesn't look
Yeah.
impressed with what you're doing. You'd be like, oh, come on, Christian, give me a fucking break, bro. Come on.
Come on.
Crack a smile, lad.
RaddTitan, the Oracle statue and statuette coming your way. Thanks, brother.
God bless him, man. Thank you. Looks fine. I can't wait.
Dark Cross, how you doing?
Yo.
The barrel likeness is scary accurate. It's
scary.
ridiculous.
Scary.
I wouldn't want of these busts either. Yeah, I mean, I just think that it's too much for me. It's really too much for me. Yeah, my mechanics come harder. Yeah.
That's what,
that's what his
expression
again,
says.
Alex. Oh.
His expression says, "Really?
Yeah.
Again, you're going to do that now?
Again,
have you got anything productive to do?"
Is that what it takes? You just sneeze and it gets hard? God damn it.
Gotham's like, he's looking at you going, Gotham's burning and you fucking got your cock in your hand again, have you?
Yeah. He does look happy. Yeah, he does look impressed. What else we got here? Then we got the T800. These are really, really bad pictures, so I had to include the actual pictures. So this is the Terminator 2 bust, which this looks really, really cool. There's been a few videos as well, but I had to jump to the promo pictures because some of them weren't. I couldn't find great pictures from the con in short notice. I will come back to them though. Sorry. These are also the Prime 1.
Is this Prime 1? Because this is on the Blitzway stand.
Yeah, but Prime will work with Blitzway, don't they?
Yeah, they do, don't they? So there's
and they get a lot some movie stuff.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's likely to be a collaboration, and they're doing the faces on there.
So you got the T1000. You know, I watched recently the director's cut. I watched it all the way through.
Did we have a conversation? Oh, no, it was Rob. It was Rob.
Not me.
Yeah, we had a conversation about it because he hasn't seen the special edition.
Yeah, so one I was watching.
I was telling him about Carl Reese is in it, and there's the bit with the brain chip. There's a bit with the dog as well, where he kills the dog, doesn't he? And then he goes and he looks at the name on the dog's collar.
Because that's what happens. Then he goes, "What's the dog's name?"
Yeah,
he's
so
like, Max.
Hey, you know, how's Wolfie? Yeah,
yeah. That's but you know, there was a lot in there. There's a lot.
There's a bit as well at the end where he spazzes out and his he starts getting like checker plating on his leg, and he starts getting all these like yellow lines, like hazard lines, all up his arm.
Yeah, that's after he's been like shot, like melted. He's been like frozen, and obviously he's like struggling to like.
But it shows you that he's like he's not processing properly.
Yeah, but it's also interesting because at the part in Terminator 2 where two Sarah Connors come. Remember where she uses? I think when they use her twin, because if anybody, you may not know, but Linda Hamilton has a twin.
She doesn't anymore because she died.
Oh, well, she had a twin. Okay, I'm going to be semantic, but fine. She had a twin, and she was an actress, and she's been used like in that film. And it was funny because, in the film, she's calling to John, and like, it's obviously it's the machine, and then he's like, get away. And in the original version, like, because she comes behind her, like, so you got Sarah Connor calling for John, then John's in front of her, and then you've got the Sarah Connor coming behind, going, get out of the way, John, and he moves, right? And you never really understand why he trusts that particular one. But in this director's cut, he's like looking and he can't make up his mind, and he looks down at her feet, and her feet,
they're all like sprayed out, like kind of.
They're like sprayed, like the grates of the stairs. So like what he's standing on is merging with. Obviously, it's still malfunctioning from being sort of like a bit busted up. And then he looks at the feet, and then he's like jumps out of the way and says, "Shoot!" So it makes a lot more. I mean, why they cut that? I'm not really sure, because there's a lot of good parts in that.
There's some good. There's good. Even the parts with Kyle were pretty good. And
the chip bit. The chip's important.
Yeah,
you don't really understand that. Like he says it's a learning computer, but he basically tells them, the T800, Arnie tells them, like, you know, I've been sent, you know, because I'm out on my own. It's preset. I can't learn more. I have my objectives and I can't learn anything, you know. But it's a learning computer, but it's been turned off. They're like, all right. She's like, oh, they don't want you thinking for yourself, do they? When they're not around. he's like, no.
Yeah.
Then they switch it. He's like, John's like, can't we turn it on? And then
Yeah.
he helps them do that. And then that shows you how the Terminator actually starts learning the way he talks and the things he says,
Yeah.
and have to be a bit more human. Which
Well, there's
I
also
think is an
that
important
scene.
arc. I think that's an
That
important arc.
Yeah, but also that scene was done really cool. Like if you watch the making of, considering they cut that part out, that scene was like again with her twin and with
In
a
the mirror.
dummy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got the back of a dummy. They got Arnold sitting there, and then they got her and her twin actually mirror in each other. And then
Yeah.
they cut the thing out
Yeah.
the back. But it's done really, really well. Like really well.
It's intricate and it took a lot of work, and they should have left it
Yeah.
in. It's a very important part. I
I
didn't
think a lot of it
understand
is. Yeah, a lot of it is.
how much running time did it add on? 20 minutes? It wasn't even that bad.
Yeah, but
Couldn't get it.
I guess they got like the studios with the pressure from the studio and whatever else, and
Leave things alone, man. Just stay out of it,
yeah,
because the film is much more complete that way. Anyway,
yeah.
back on point.
So then this is the bust. The bust sells for $4,720 and an edition size of 200. There's
Wow.
a Randy Girl there, yeah. But look at that again. Again, if you said that's from the movie,
I'd
but okay.
believe it.
And the
If
base
you
on
did
it
a
is
promo
really,
shot, I'd buy it.
the base on it as well. It's got so much storytelling going on, like so much storytelling. It's got like so we'll get to it in a second. It's got him going into the lava on the back. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's got
Now I know why you cry.
yeah, him going into the lava. It's got the skull. It's got him doing that as well.
Well,
That
that's
probably
when
could.
he. That's
That
when he
maybe
comes.
could be a little better. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very small though. It's really
Yeah.
small.
And that's 94 centimeters tall. Also, I wonder if there's going to be an issue to ship in some countries because you've got the shotgun on there. So,
Just amazing though. Really amazing work that.
How are you for time, my mate? My
Yeah,
man?
right.
My mate?
Still people start kicking off. All right. Let's just
All
keep
right.
going until I have a problem.
This is something I really. So we're on to the XM stuff now, but this is something I really have an issue with. Is doing a pre-order for an expensive statue using renders. I really am not a fan of that in the slightest. I think that they had this piece a week later in Shanghai. They should have waited a week. They should have waited a week. They should have got their pictures done. They should have done whatever. They should not have rushed it and done this because these renders look fucking terrible, and they look incomplete. They don't look done. This looks like Manny Pacquiao as Iron Man.
Yeah,
man, it's not good. It's not good. And the thing is like, unfortunately, I don't have any of the pictures here because none of the pictures looked very good. Like all the pictures were like really, really poor quality pictures.
Yeah, I shared the render pictures that they shared on Instagram, and people were just like, "This is fucking shameful that they've done it this way around."
They should not have done that. They should have delayed it, or they should have got their shit together and done it properly. This is really, really half-assed. I really hate to say it, but that is true. This is two versions. So version B is this version. This is 2,599 Singapore dollars, not USD. I don't know the conversion. You have to go and Google. This one, you get the whole thing. So is that called the gantry? So you get the gantry, you get the workstation, you get the Iron Man, you get the unsuited bust. You also get the rotating thing at the bottom. So if you look at the bottom there, that is actually a really cool feature. You have like different Iron Man suits and it rotates around. You can spin it. That's a nice touch. That is a nice touch.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
But again, I'm really against doing that, especially because I think you're going to lose business. You're going to like put this out. People are going to go, what the fuck? And then by the time they've seen the actual images, the hype's gone. The fear of missing out's gone. It's just like, I think they fucked up.
Has anybody ever done that before, though? Has any major company tried to sell a PO on render based off renders before?
Just customs.
No, I didn't say that. Listen to my question.
I know what you said, but I'm saying only customs. That's all I know.
No, but that's not what I said. I said, has any major company ever tried to sell a pre-order based off renders? not an actual piece that they can show you? Because
I don't know.
I don't remember it. So they may be the first company to ever try that.
Yeah. I
That's
don't
not
know.
a
I'd
good
be
thing to be the
very
first person to
interesting.
try that. Like really
I'd
ain't
be
good.
very, very interested to know if that actually worked in their favour. Actually, you never know. Ben would say it did well, no matter what, really. But yeah, I cannot now unsee Manny Pacquiao as Iron Man. I don't understand the rush. Could have revealed it at the con. Yeah, I totally agree. I for Figurama, we did like an early, like you could get in on the pre-order early, and that was for Spy Family, and we showed renders for that. But the actual pre-order is not for 3 or 4 weeks, so it's not the same. It's like here you could go in early on this pre-order. Here you go. Here's the details. But this is for like a convention exclusive, and then you got a month or 3 4 weeks or whatever until it actually comes up for pre-order. You'll see the things by then, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's a different way of doing it, but I just don't think XM's fallen a bit for me. Not a bad company, just doesn't command the same sort of prestige anymore. Gooch in the house.
I think they've lost a little. I think they've lost a little bit of their way. Like, I mean, I like this. I've seen the actual statue. I don't know if you got pictures of that.
I don't.
But you know, the statue looks great, and it's a great concept, and it's a great design. I think they sold themselves incredibly short.
Yeah,
by trying to watch it a week before, because this doesn't capture 20%.
On renders for their movie Dark Side on Throne.
Right, did what?
Wait, Alex Figurama's making statues for. Yeah, Figurama putting out the Spy Family, Anya, Lloyd, and the other one. Anya, Lloyd, Yor. Yeah, so they're doing that. In future, XM could release other comic-inspired Iron Man suits, also peg it to the gantry with the extra armor parts. Yeah, they could add add-ons for sure.
I don't think you're allowed to do that.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't think so.
We can't. But again,
it's a great idea, but they won't be allowed to do that.
Yeah. But I totally agree that if you're going to do it based upon a render, it needs to be a clean fucking render. You know, it needs to look good.
This isn't 20% of the statue that actually exists. It's not.
It's just, again, it just doesn't do it justice. It just, I mean, like even the videos that it's got Ben in the video, and it's like low quality video. You can tell the statue has so much more going for it than this. And you've just shot yourself in the foot. I think you've really shot yourself in the foot. You've done yourself like no favors whatsoever doing this.
Yeah. I definitely think even if it sold and they did well, it would have done a lot better had they not done the way they done it.
Well, again, I mean they already predetermined the edition size of 399.
I think that's
so basically with the edition size. With this, if you look at this, you get the raised base like this.
Yeah.
Also, you can display it if you want. You can do the lower base like that. You got all these add-ons there. You also got the full suit, and then once you do that, you then have the bus stand. So you get quite a lot with this. You know.
Yeah.
I do think it's a shame. There is also then a version A of this. With the version A, so let's go through these. You can also display like that, really low down with the thing. Then the version A is going to be 150. I think that they should have kept that quiet, and this should have been to be decided, because I think this would actually probably sell better because it's an Iron Man like this.
Displayable.
And I think they should have just kept quiet and not done a 150 edition size, because I think this will sell out before the full set does.
Yeah.
They should have gone made to order with that, 399 with the other, even higher. It's Iron Man.
It's lower, yes, bro.
So 150 and 1,499 Singapore dollars. So I think they should have kept quiet about that edition size for sure. Then you got the RC. These are really nice. Tyler did some fantastic pictures for this, but we're just going to go by these. So these actually, I don't know again why they've done this. The edition sizes for RC and Prowl are 149, so really low edition sizes. There's been some complaints about Prowl scale, but yeah, I don't know the scales of these pieces, so I don't know what they're meant to be. I don't really remember them in comparison to other characters. I know there are some characters that they've tried to make in a way where they kind of display well and don't look too small. So they don't keep in scale. It's just kind of like a scale of having it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I think she looks really nice. I think she'll sell out. I do think she'll sell out. I do think at 149 edition size, she'll be gone.
A pet peeve of mine, I really don't like. I don't like that that pose.
Very similar to like that one leg up and things. They've done that with quite a lot of pieces.
I don't like the bent knee and the leg out straight, and she's like, so she's not in the air. Or do you understand what I'm saying? It's very much, when you look at the body, it's not so bad. You just keep your eyes up, but when you sort of look at the piece as a whole, you sort of feel like, what the fuck is happening there? There's like this weird sort of like lean, like she's pissed and leaning against something.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, it's just, as a complete look, it looks weird. It's almost like
they're trying to be dynamic, but think about the engineering at the same time, I believe. But yeah, I know what you mean. They do the same thing with like Starscream.
It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
I like the rest of it. I like all of the rest of it. I think she looks great. Just
the car
on a personal level, taste-wise, I don't like them kind of poses.
I do think
especially in females, it's like you're jumping but not jumping. You have a bent sort of knee, and then you've got some sort of flame holding you up, like structurally from there.
His face looks like Japanese anime, talking about Iron Man. Also, my issue is now other companies might follow what XM did for the Iron Man, taking pre-orders on the render. I hope they don't. And any company because they're terrible pictures. So any company I will speak to who say to me, "What do you think about that?" I would say, "Don't do it." I would just say, if you do that, you are really going to hinder your sales. It's just not. It's just
definitely hinder your potential there.
I just don't understand it. It's like 1 week later, you are in Shanghai. You have your piece on display in Shanghai. All you need to do is wait 1 week. You do it in a way where you make all of the marketing around the pictures of the convention. You get a proper photographer to take pictures of the convention. You show them there. You're going to go like, bang, here you go.
This is it.
And do it that way, and say to them, you can get on the pre-order early, Shanghai exclusive fucking order, whatever you want to do. And then 2 weeks later, put up the proper pictures.
Yeah,
it's just, I don't get it. I just don't know what they're thinking.
Bad decision.
Anyway, next up,
Proud. I'm guessing.
Yeah. So next up is Prowl, and I always thought Barricade was the police car, but I don't know.
In the film,
is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Or is that not another police car?
Maybe it's another police car, but in the film,
I remember
in the Bay Transformers, it's Barricade.
Yeah. I remember taking my nephew when he was like well young. He was literally probably like 5 or something. I took him to see Transformers. And I watched the movie with him. I got to the end of the film and I'm like, what happened to Barricade? Did he die? Or did he not? Did they just forget about him? And he was like, no, he did this and this. And I'm like, oh, okay. I missed that.
Ladies Man 557.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this looks very cool. There are some comments about it being a bit small. They're saying it's more like the Bumblebee size. Seng did come in and say that they've gone by the measurements that they're given to them and that he is set by scale there. I do like him with the riot shield, but my concern with the riot shield, it looks fucking cool, but it blocks off too much. It's like the original, but this one's even worse than
too much detail in Transform. Have a big block, square thing block.
Because it's all over his face,
mechanics. Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah. But it's good that you
Much
can
better.
display it without. But I do think that if you can display it without the shield, that they should have a way to put the shield somewhere.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely, it's a good idea.
because it's a nice big fucking piece. It's huge, so it would be nice to actually be able to use it. Out of the two, I do prefer Prowl.
Yeah, I prefer Prowl.
Yeah, I thought you wouldn't because your
No, I
history.
don't much prefer. Like
I
I
thought
say,
your history of the bleach, you wouldn't like it.
the waist up RC is really good, but I don't like the legs. I don't like the legs to the base. Problematic but I don't like it. I prefer this.
That's two faces, I think. So yeah, there's got that one with like a mask over it. That riot shield's really nice. It's just a shame that it kind of covers too much. But there you go. There's a little kind of asp there. Is that a different face? It looks like a different face, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it looks like it's got kind of like a covered over a look there. Prowl, 149 edition size, $1,599
Why are all
Singapore
these
dollars.
ESs so low, man? They're
I don't
really
know.
low.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
So low.
And maybe they're trying to get quick sales, trying to get them to sell out quick, rather than.
Oh, but it's worrying though, man.
He is
These sort of
worried.
edition sizes should make people nervous because they make me nervous. Like they're low edition sizes, man, for licensed pieces like this.
That is like, when you think about a company like XM, they've got a lot of overheads. I mean, a lot of overheads. To make edition sizes that low, pre-announced,
So much like quick
that's
buck money.
that's still minimal profit.
Yeah.
Like if you don't, and say for example if you sold out that, I mean, the amount of money you would make.
It's almost like you're
after,
fucking paying somebody to keep the lights on, isn't it?
yeah.
There's a
Licensing
bit of an alarm.
overheads.
It's a bit of an alarm that I thought that Iron Man, when you said them numbers, I nearly fucking shat myself.
Yeah.
I was like, why has Iron Man got fucking them kind of numbers? They're well low numbers. That's like a signature piece, centerpiece, and you're talking like really low.
Do you know something I've been thinking recently?
Tell me.
I've been thinking about I might want Hulk transformation.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. Anyway, Raj is Prowl is $1,599 Singapore dollars and 149 edition size. Prime 1 edition sizes are now becoming so low. Prowl is one of the Datsun brothers, and they are smaller scale. Yeah. People are complaining about it, though. They're saying it's
not
too,
quite a Bumblebee size. It's a bit bigger, isn't it?
Yeah. Never thought of it that way, Gio, but it makes sense for a low edition size. Yeah, no, it's a very, very valid point. I mean, obviously, as a collector, you're like, fuck it, it's rare, it's hard to get, but resale value, blah, 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 whatever. But, if companies are struggling to sell these things, then the future of
That's where it's
these
going to
lines.
Yeah.
Because also, if you think about it, that you buy these things, you want to complete a line, you want these other characters to be made that are more obscure. If they can't sell the bigger names, they're not going to make them.
Yeah, I don't. Them edition sizes just mentioned make me alarmed.
Yeah,
but they make me worry for XM. I got like them numbers are so low. They make me worry because it's just a bit like either they ain't selling stuff or they don't believe they can sell it or they need money fast. As in, like they want like people to rush in and grab it because it's got a low ES and they're trying to get themselves in early.
There's no good there's no good reason. There's no good reason.
That's what I was about to say. All of the answers to those questions all are bad. So there's no winning. It's just degrees of losing there.
Because one of the things you have to think about is like, as much as you think a company is about the collectors, they're a business. They are a business, and they need to make money.
When you look at Sideshow doing like 4,000 pieces, man, you're pissed off. But in the back of your mind, if someone was to turn around to you and say, "Well, a Sideshow in trouble or are they not in trouble?" You'd be like, "Well, they fucking clearly ain't in trouble if they're making 4,000, 6,000 Wonder Women fucking statues. They're not in trouble."
Yeah.
You understand where I'm going? I just think them sort of low numbers is a bit of a concern. It's a bit of a worry.
Well, I mean, yeah, the RC, the Prowl, and this Iron Man. Yeah, I mean, they are worrying numbers. Because at least with like the pieces we've been talking about today, the Pop Culture Shock Leatherface and the Carnage bust. So Leatherface Silver Edition is 150 edition size.
Yeah.
But there are 2 other versions.
Yeah.
Which are to be decided. Carnage bust edition size with the tongue platinum version is 300 edition size. But then the regular version is to be confirmed or decided, whichever way you look at it.
Yeah, so they're around sales, yeah. Predicted sales, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're looking at it going, if we get this much number, it'll be this by this time. If it, just like anything. They're like, if we've sold this many units by this date, we'll do this number and vice versa.
Yeah. Sorry, I was tabbed out. What was the number of the Iron Man? So Iron Man version A, which is the one with just the Iron Man, is 150 edition size, 1499 Singapore dollars, and in version B, where you get everything, is 399, 2,299 Singapore dollars. But yeah, I think that if you're going to do a version A or B, or whichever way you want to look at it, because different companies do different things. If you're going to do like the version without everything, that one should always be made to order or should be open. Should be open.
Decided. And I think that big centerpiece Iron Man's a big character. I think that should be no less than 500 pieces.
Yeah.
I think 500. If you want to be really fucking conservative, go
Hulk transformation was I think 899.
Yeah, maybe
edition size, not cost.
Well, 800.
Was it? Okay.
It might be 800, like Magneto was.
Yeah. Evan is saying, what do you guys think of the price of Sideshow Ghost Rider? Put it in the comments because I don't know what it is off the top of my head.
What's the price?
That's what I just said. Put it in the comments because I don't know what the price is off the top of my head. All right, let's move on a little bit because, all right, this one now, the Spider-Man.
Oh dear.
I don't think this is.
I don't want to kick anybody while they're down. It's already been bad. Well, actually, Prowl's really nice, and Iron Man's really nice. So there's nothing wrong with those statues. They're nice, and RC is a nice statue. Just don't dig the legs. This to me is horrible. I really don't like it, and do you know why I don't like it? I don't like Spider-Man. I don't like Spider-Man. I don't like the sculpt on him at all. There's nothing going on with that Spider-Man. I think he looks soft. I think it's a soft sculpt on that.
Yeah, I think so. For some reason, the proportion of him looks weird.
Yeah, it's a horrible looking Spider-Man.
Like on the base of him, the scale of him with the detail on the base, I don't think it, like, he's quite big, and I just don't know, the balance isn't right. Does that make sense?
It really feels that way.
Yeah.
Also, you have the thing where the Carnage pieces, they look quite messy. Like, it looks quite messy.
Yeah.
Disjointed.
I do think though that, especially if this came out like 2 years ago, if this came out 3 years ago, maybe, I don't know. If this came out a while ago, they maybe would have been able to go under the radar. May have been like, oh wow, this is interesting. This is something different. I do think that it's something that it just looks like a dated piece, and it just doesn't look right about it. And I think now that when you have the
up pointing,
hold on, hey, whoa, slow down, cowboy. And also then you have the Pop Culture Shock bust, which have shown you that you can have all these elements of Carnage, and you can have all these things that look like amazing, and obviously the Guyver brothers, they did it, and they did an amazing job. But something about this, I don't know, man. It just looks off.
Why is he looking dead ahead and his hands pointed somewhere else? He's not looking. He's looking at you, and his hands pointed in a different direction to where he's going. And then you have these big, like, spider sense. Well, you bet your fucking spider sense is going off. You've got like 1 million Carnages around you. That's meant to go off before they get there.
I thought Carnage didn't set off his spider sense.
Venom doesn't. Carnage does.
I don't think Carnage does either.
May not be, but I know Venom doesn't because Venom actually that symbiote suit was actually on Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So I don't. Carnage suit never was. So I think it works the same. Even though it's like technically speaking, it's Carnage is the son of Venom.
Carnage can deaden Spider-Man's spider sense to a certain degree, though it's not neutralized completely. Okay.
It's not that anyway. Just like again, he's looking at me, looking at him, and his hand's doing something else.
I don't have an issue with the spider sense part. I think that it's something
crap.
you can. I think you can take it off anyway, and I think it's something that we haven't seen from a licensed piece before, other than smaller scale. And I think it's something that a licensed piece.
I know. I'm just saying. I saw a custom of it. It looks shit then and all.
Well, yeah, the guy made it with like paper clips and whatever else, paper clips and bubble gum. So that's why. But anyway, so yeah, but I like that they're adding it and kind of giving you the option. I do think though the problem with this, it can't look any worse. I was going to say it's one of those pieces you have to see in person. I think it would look better in person. Hopefully Tyler will go to see this in the studio, take us some good pictures. Tyler's been doing some photography courses actually, because he's going to help me do some filming in December if I go over there, and he's taking it well serious. He's taking it really serious, man.
Yeah, and Alex, not everybody is like you, bro. You're so laid back, you could almost be asleep 90% of the time, man. Most people actually do take things seriously, mate. You're just the only person, or one of the very few that don't.
I'm literally spread very thin at these things. I can't learn anymore.
If you were any thinner, you'd be transparent. You can't believe me, thin enough.
I'm trying to be like your mama. Anyway, so yeah, this is the Spider-Man. I need to see it in person because I'm a big Spider-Man fan, and I don't want to believe it's as bad as these pictures. I really don't.
I think you should believe it. I think it looks terrible.
Yeah, I do think though that obviously they've dropped the ball by using the renders for Iron Man. I think Ozzy and Proud look great, absolutely fantastic, and they look great in pictures as well. With this Spider-Man, I need to see in person. I really do. But I do also think that since they changed art directors, they just not having as many wins as they had before with the old team.
I think you're right.
It's the same as Sideshow. When Sideshow had the older team as well, they had fails. They had fails with the old team, and there was a stage of like manly looking females, but they had a lot of wins before. Now, I just think some of the sculptors are just not used to the best of their ability now in Sideshow. Anyway, this is absolute carnage. This isn't carnage. But again, look at that. It looks no detail, just soft, no shading.
That's what I'm saying.
Looks a bit weird indeed. So the Ghost Rider is 1,100. That's a lot for a Sideshow piece.
Yeah,
that's a lot for a Sideshow piece.
And again, they're going to have with that Ghost Rider is just the fact that there are there are like 3 fan art pieces of that are fucking really good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some
and really the old XM piece is still really good.
Yeah, it's better. Well, it's better that the old XM piece is still very, very nice piece.
Looks weird indeed. Cool Spider-Man. Punisher XS likes it. I'm waiting for what's his name to come in. Stucco from Inferno coming in and bitching about Stucco. If you watch this, man, send me a text.
Yeah.
I lost my
there, man. Hold on. Every word he say.
Hold on, I'm talking. Hold on. Yeah, send me a text because I've lost my old numbers. So yeah, I haven't got your number, Nick. So send that across. And then Nick Chesh, favorite companies, but apart from the occasional showstopper portfolio piece, a lot of what they released recently has been yeah, for sure. Oh, you owe Nick a drink, by the way.
Why?
This Nick, yeah. he made me go onto a Kickstarter, and they sent through 2 versions of a book, and I'm giving you the other book. It's basically like it's like a fan book which has all of the I think it's 1992 Marvel Masterpiece cards,
Right.
and basically I bought a book, and then you get like a hardcover and a soft cover.
Right.
So you can have the soft cover of it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I need to get him a drink. Why?
Because he was the one who told me about it.
Oh.
So yeah.
Well, he was sending me something.
Oh no. He was the one who told me about it. It was actually quite expensive, but anyway, jumped on it. Joe Gisco, who's done a lot of the artwork. That's actually the end of it, my friend. We got there.
Oh my god, that was no sweat.
Together we made it. We made it even though we had our back up against the wall. There you go. Yeah, so I probably could have done a few more pictures in there, but no, I didn't want to stress out too much. I didn't want to put in too much in there.
There's so much. I mean, in the last few months where I've been looking after, we're doing the Instagram stuff. I've got like 4,000 pictures in there. It's just like ridiculous, like how much shit like coming out from all sides everywhere.
I guess that makes up for the fact that you got it hacked and you lost 3,500 pictures we had on there.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. So on that note, what was I going to say? So
you see, the differences between me and you see, is that when these things happen to me, I'm very honest about it. When they happen to you, you lie. And you say things like, oh, yeah, I can't get my computer to work. And you don't tell me that we're banned or something for a month or 3 months or whatever it was. And that's why you lie about it. You're dishonest. I just know, Alex, I can't log into Instagram. I sort of got a warning message about fucking like some sort of intellectual properties that I clicked on. You've gone, don't fucking touch it, messages like that. At least I'm honest. I don't say, yeah, like I'm just not posting very much at the moment on Instagram. I don't lie. Don't pretend.
But anyway,
you kept me going for months. We couldn't do chats. Like you kept finding excuses. Your laptop weren't working. I need to buy another one. All this shit or whatever it was.
We got banned for 3. We got banned for 3 months. We had a 3 months ban because I clicked on the wrong video and it uploaded some homemade porn video. Anyway,
I'm honest. Flaws and all, bro. Yeah, happens.
Anyway, yeah.
Life happens.
I think we finished off there anyway. So excellent. Awesome. Loads. Oh, wait, lads, I have a question. What's your guys' opinion of the €2,700 price tag on the 1/3 2B statue from Prime 1? I thought it was more than that. Wasn't it more than that? Because I have actually seen that piece because the art statue collector had that in his house. And I did see it. It's a nice piece, but the problem is, and there's a lot of detail in there, but it's just apparently Square Enix is really fucking expensive for licensing. I would never pay that much for it. And that's also why you don't see licensed companies making Final Fantasy VII pieces because, yeah, again, Square Enix. So it's a shame. It's a shame. I just think they're just not really on the planet when you're trying to get licensing from them. It's the same thing as when they did that Final Fantasy VI piece, and wasn't it like $16,000? It's ridiculous. So yeah, I noticed that Geo, the many pictures, good. Mace Fargo, that's a new name. Good to see you, my man. Make sure you subscribe. Haven't bought XM pieces, Dr. Octopus, not feeling any of the new stuff. Miss old XM that did Darkness and Ghost Rider. Time for a new art director. Well, the art director went, I want to say like a year and a half ago. Maybe longer. Actually, it must be longer than that. Must be like 2 years. I don't know. That must be a couple of years ago now. But he's gone, and yeah, he was definitely missed. Martin, definitely missed there. RaddTitan, thanks for the coverage and the exposure. Always happy to watch you guys. Thanks to Pierre L'Experience. Congratulations on getting married, my friend.
Or condolences, however you're feeling at this moment.
I think because suckers like me buy the 2p statue. I don't like it, but I want the piece. Yeah, it's expensive, man. Casual nerd. Some people cool seeing you all back. Hopefully, we'll be a bit more regular. Travis Billington. I like the new Sideshow Wolverine Ronin statue. It looks nice, but I just don't like the pose. The pose is just a bit weird.
I think it's shit. Still think it's shit.
Yeah.
Got no interest at all.
Heads up for our next
Even
Thursday.
though fucking
video artwork.
Yes Man's out fucking doing videos of it, it still doesn't make a difference.
Yeah. Which one are you talking about?
There's so many good. Like the problem is there's so many good samurai Wolverines, like fan arts. There's so many.
Yeah.
Like it's not even funny how many there are. I mean, literally, I even on our Instagram, even if you go there and scroll through, you'll and I'm not posting all the ones I have. You will find at least 10. At least 10 over the last 12 months. 10 you'll find almost one a month. That new one's coming out. And they've done, some of them have done so fucking well, and that one just isn't.
Well, there's
it's a bit messy. It's like I don't know what he's doing. He's jumping all sprayed out. It just looks weird. I'm not.
I don't like praising them too much because they get too many people sucking their dick. But the last level one's actually really nice, and like credit where credit's due. But again, as a kit, it's ridiculous. It's literally like 300 pieces of cherry blossom.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's like,
is that the one with the tree?
Yeah, cherry blossom.
Listen, that's a very complex sort. I'm talking. There are loads. There's one where he's standing over like the severed head and holding severed head of Silver Samurai. There's one where just on a normal. There's one where just standing with a proper samurai pose with his hand on the foot, like proper kendo fucking pose with a sword, and he's tattooed back, and very nice, very beautiful piece. One where he's like standing around sort of like a garden, and he's got like his fucking blades out, and he's got like a sword in one hand and the fucking proper, what are they called, them hats, so we call them Raiden hats, we call them, but they ain't called that.
Lampshade? Yeah.
No, it's not lampshade either. These are all derogatory terms for a hat that we don't know what it's called.
Any thoughts on the Prime 1, June, Paul Atreus, and the Alien Ripley piece? Ripley looks great. I haven't seen the Paul one.
The June one.
I've not really followed the Paul one. Have you seen June?
I haven't seen it, but I stuck it on the other day. I saw the actor, and I saw the statue. It looks fucking great. They both look great.
Yeah. Mary wants to go see the sequel that comes up in November.
I mean, it's hard for me to get the time to sit and like fucking watch a film all the way through without being disturbed and watch little bits and pieces.
I have the new He-Man Battle Cat by Tweetheads. It looks great. Nice. I think Martin Spice put out some pictures. It looks fantastic.
And he just got his minion in as well, the blue one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a whole conversation for another day about all those variants, but but yeah. All right,
we don't like after the fact variants. It's very well known that RaddTitan.
I think that was always something
after the fact variant.
That was always something that no matter what shit PCS did, they were always the ones who were the most transparent about variants. And that was the one thing which was like you had to kind of appreciate it. You did that well. You did that well,
They'd be like, we're making Sagat pieces. These are the 4. These are the edition sizes. These are the.
How does he have the 2B piece that comes out? Maybe it's all 3 of them. The one that the Prime 1 piece that has 3, so has 2B and the other 2 characters. I'm pretty sure that's the one he has. Am I talking utter shit now? Tweethead shows.
Yeah, but you also got. Whoa! You've also got to remember that art does have it. There's a strong. It's a prototype.
Did you see the Tweethead's Beastman shown today?
No, I think, mate. Are you sure that's that one? Are you sure it's not Mondo? Mondo showed the Beastman, and it's really nice, man.
What do you guys think of the new Sideshow Spider-Man? I like the figure. I hate perspective bases. I can't do it.
Which one's that? Which one is it? Which one?
It's like the fucking basis of like New York and
stuff. No, but what's Spider-Man doing? Tell me, I'll probably remember.
Well, he's just jumping through the fucking sky, but I think that was actually sculpted by James Kane, who did some really, really great work. But I even said to him when I spoke to him because he was working for XM at the time. But I just said to him, I'm really sorry, but no matter how good the sculpt of the Spider-Man is, I cannot stand those fucking bases. I really hate them.
I've never owned one myself personally.
Oh no, there's a new one. Oh, okay. Now his one I think was Cool as Cow. Okay. All right, ladies and gents, thanks for everything, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, and definitely check out Instagram. If you're not on Facebook, make sure you're on the Facebook as well. Got a lot of stuff going on. The goal, I don't know, I've not told this one to Gio yet, but the goal is by the end of the year, we get to 300.
Get what?
We get to 300 chats. Yeah.
Is that 11?
Actually, that's too many, isn't it?
Is it 11 to do?
All right, I might
How
have
many
to do
weeks
two.
are left?
I might be two in 1 week. I know. All right, the goal then is to get for when we do the next awards, if we do them, that will be 300.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Actually, let me go. It's like a Verno just come in late. There you go. Nick, send me a text message because I've lost your number, mate. So we are here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Counting's coming on.
8, 9, 10. Oh, we can do it. We can do it before the end of the year, man. If we do one every single week, we can do
pressure.
It. No pressure. If we miss a week, then we're fucked.
I've got a wife, a dog, 3 kids under 5, working. Yeah.
Your priorities right, for fuck's sake. Yeah. All right. Let's finish there. Thanks, everyone. Take care.
God bless. Be lucky.
Bye bye. Oh no! Click the wrong button there. There you go.